Hey guys, T-Man of T-Man's Go-Karts suggested that I give you a little more in-depth look at that kickstarting system, which I have a bunch of back footage already, but he mentioned a couple things that I didn't do, and so I'm going to do that for you now. Alright, here we go. Alright, for starters, what we've got here is a pulley and a hub. This is a 6-inch pulley with a hub that you weld them together. I got this at Orscheln's, which is a Tractor Supply, carries that kind of stuff. Some 1/2-inch rod, or what they call it, round bar. These sprockets I got from surpluscenter.com. Compliments of JunkStar builds let me know that they have that stuff. This is number 25 chain. This cog sprocket has 54 teeth on it. Okay. This little sprocket has 14 teeth on it. It was the smallest one they had with a 1/2-inch bore. And of course I have some locking collars and some 1/2-inch bore bearings with 1 3/8 inch outside diameter, and some pipe I had to fit those. And I just welded up a fitting, which I need to rethink. Now that I've done this, I need to rethink it because it flexed too much. I need to have a support coming off each side. And what I had done initially is I had another set of gears on this side with the big one here and a small one here, and this pulley is actually free wheels on the shaft. And the whole idea with that was to have the kicker arm on this shaft on the other side. Am I losing you? Sorry, let me get over here so I can kind of point this out as I go. The concept was to have the kicker arm here, which would in fact turn this gear 54 to 14, which is 4 to 1 almost, to turn this, which would in fact turn this one with a big one at 4 to 1 again. So turning the small one here, which would turn this. So you get a 1/2 a turn with a kicker. So at 4 to 1, it was going to turn this gear twice. This one being 4 to 1, it turning twice was going to spin this pulley around 8 times. Well, I found out after I had done all this that this was all I needed. That turns it over twice, and that's plenty. But anyway, it cuts the price down, you know, because this gear was, I think, $20, and this little one was $3 or something like that. So it cuts the cost way down. Plus the chain, you don't have the expense of the chain. And to attach the string, I simply drilled a hole in there and filed out the edges so it didn't have burrs, and cut my handle off, the pull handle off. I don't know how well you can see that. Might be shadowing it. But I just slipped it through there and tied a knot. That way it can't slip out. And let me put the camera here. Maybe you can see this thing in action. And I don't know if you can see, but it's already wrapped around. The knot's over here. It's already wrapped around 1.5 times. It takes that far for it to engage inside the recoil. I'm not kicking it hard enough for it to start. One of my biggest problems with the whole system was the set screws would not hold onto the shaft firm enough. So I ended up having to weld this sprocket onto this shaft. And then my kicker arm wouldn't hold on place. Ended up having to redo this several times and kept beefing it up and changing it around. And I finally welded it right to the shaft too. But there it is, and it works. Let me know what you think. Well, what do you think about that, fellas? Think that's an idea worth promoting? Or now that I've showed you how to do it, I guess you can all build your own, huh? Yeah. Alright, well, anyway, glad to share. If you look on YouTube, you won't find anything else like that out there. The closest thing you're going to find is some kid who has his recoil rope tied to his frame on his mini bike, and he kicks the rope with his foot, his tennis shoe sneakers untied, and it looks like he's going to get hung up in there somehow. But anyway, there it is. Thanks. We'll see you. Take care.